Good morning, welcome back to Fraserburgh. We've moved on now. We're about 3 hours away from the dog sanctuary in a small town of...
it's called, well, it's not a small town, I think it's one of the bigger cities in Romania. It's called Sibiu. They have one of the biggest Christmas markets in Romania here, and it's on at the moment, so
I think it's just started.
Yeah, it literally started a couple of days ago.
Yeah, so we're going to try and check that out. Feels like Christmas now.
Yeah, definitely.
Kirsty's even put Christmas songs on in the car the other day as well.
So cold here today. It's like it's about 0 degrees now. It was in the minuses when we woke up.
It's really
absolutely freezing. Haven't wrapped up enough. Need hat, scarf, gloves, all of it. So cold. Good morning. So we're leaving Sibiu today, and we're just about to do all our services, so we need to fill up with water.
Say hello.
We need to fill up with water, empty our toilet and all of that sort of stuff, but we've also got a lot of chores we need to do today. So we want to go and do some washing. We've got, when I say loads of washing, I mean loads of washing to do.
We've been struggling with washing.
Yeah, it's been, because it's so cold, a lot of the campsites have a washing machine but they don't have a dryer, so there's not really any way of us to dry lots and lots and lots of washing. So we've sort of been doing the bare minimum that we can to get by, but we really need to do like a really big wash. So we're going to have to try and go to a laundrette, which is also a pain usually because you have to try and find parking and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's going to take a while to do.
She's seen a cat.
There's a cat outside. Let's see. Washing, we also need to try and get the outside of the van clean because it's absolutely disgusting. I will show you, it's the worst it's ever been.
But it rained the other day and it was just muddy when we was going through all them little back streets.
Yeah, the sat-nav took us through like tiny little windy countryside roads, and we just got absolutely filthy. So that needs washing, and we also need to go and do a food shop. So loads of annoying jobs to do today. I find getting the washing done, like lots of washing, one of the most annoying things when you're in a van. Just not having regular access to a washing machine is really annoying. So,
and when it's cold it makes it so much worse.
Yeah, obviously when it's nice and sunny, you can, if you're at a campsite or whatever, you could just get your washing done, put it outside and it'll dry in a couple of hours and it's easy. But when it's in the winter like this, it's hard to find a tumble dryer. So yeah, that's the plan for today. A bit of a boring admin day, unfortunately. Look at the state of this van. It's awful.
This is the worst part.
So this is where we've been staying for the past, I think, 3 nights we've stayed here. So there is other vans here, but I don't think anyone's actually in them. Haven't seen anyone, so I don't know if they're just left here for storage or something. But there's actually one next to us from the UK. It's really, really cute, but there's nobody in it, so I don't know if that's been left here for some reason. So we're gonna have 3 washing machines on the go.
3 washing machines. We had so much washing.
Loads to do.
2 lots of bedding, blankets. Lottie was sick the other day. She wasn't very well, so she was sick on one of the blankets. Plus like 3 weeks, 4 weeks worth of washing since like Hungary. 3 weeks maybe.
So this is a good one because you can pay on card. And they've got 2 big dryers as well, so hopefully we could just get everything in the dryers after. It's really nice around here.
Yeah. We've
got loads of like little units, like huts with different like restaurants and cafes and...
But it is Monday and there is a place called Coffee and Donuts, so I'm not sure if we're allowed one yet.
Not on Mondays, only on weekends.
We do try and stop ourselves on Mondays.
So that's all the washing done. 3 big loads of washing, and we used both the 2 big dryers to dry it all, and that came to £14.50 in total. So that's a really good price, I think. Cheaper than a campsite and much quicker than obviously having to put a load of washing on and then do the dryer and everything. So yeah, that is a really good job done.
Really good. Worked perfectly. We had so much. We got 2 lots of bedding, blankets, throws.
Yeah, there was just loads. Yeah, it was a bit tight parking, a bit dodgy to get back out, and someone did actually bump the van as well while we were parked up, only ever so slightly. It's left a bit of a mark, but I think it will come off when we clean it, hopefully.
Yeah, it'll just buffer out.
Yeah, they had a really nice Mercedes car.
And a big, massive white line,
yeah,
all the way down the side.
I think they might have come out a bit worse off, but it wasn't our fault. Yeah,
it was a bit tight.
Yeah, that's just the tricky things about doing stuff like that, going into cities and stuff when you've got a van like this. We don't really ever do it that much.
So we're just using Google Translate as always to try and translate what they are. It's so good, this app is. Literally just, if you haven't seen our other videos where we use it, just point the camera at the text and it just translates it for you on the screen then. So much better. So they have these literally everywhere in Romania, all over the place.
That cost 30 lei, so we'll have to figure out what that is.
So that was £5.
Yeah, there's all different programs as well, like wax and polish and stuff, which we didn't use.
Yeah.
Just did the basics, but
yeah, not too bad. £5 for that wash. Fine with that.
Can sleep at night now.
Yeah, Kirsty's been in such a bad mood. She fell out of me the other day because I wouldn't come clean it. So just to keep her happy, wouldn't have bothered me.
So this is our Christmas tree this year for the van. Found a little mini tree which will fit perfectly in there.
Before we'd have to get something.
If we're away for Christmas, we've got to get something. Hey puppy! So that is the washing done, the car is washed, and we've done the food shop. So now we are about to drive on to our next destination, which is Corvin's Castle, and it's about an hour and a half away from where we are now. So it's just one of those days today. By the time we get there, it'll be getting dark, and that'll be it for today. I don't know if you can see it very well from here, but those mountains over there, they look amazing. Literally like snow-top mountains. They look so nice. Don't look real, do they?
Looks like a fake backdrop.
Looks so strange.
And we've not been able to, because it's been foggy every day, we've just not been able to see anything in the distance.
So, look at us in our in our hoodies.
You've not really seen us in these too much, but we live in these.
Cringe.
It's getting cold now.
Really cold.
It's dropping down to the minuses now, and the motorhomes are just not built for winter. It's
I don't
cold.
know. It doesn't. I don't think it matters how many winter changes you make, trying to get your van ready for winter van life. Yeah. You still feel the cold so much more than when you're in a house. It's just inevitable. But yeah, so we are coming to the end of our time in Romania. So we wanted to update you because I think we'd mentioned before that we were planning to go to Turkey, but our plans have changed. So after doing lots and lots of research into what it would take for us to go to Turkey, we actually decided that it wasn't the right time to go because there was so many factors that just put us off a bit.
There was just a few things, like we couldn't get insurance. We could only get third-party insurance at the border, and with us having a new van, it's expensive for us. It's a lot of money, and we just couldn't quite take that risk.
No, I know most people that go to Turkey do that, and it's fine. It's not a problem, but it's just the risk of what if something happened. And we rang our insurance, and well, we would have had to completely change our insurance policy. Basically, it would have been about £600 or £700 more expensive than the one we're on currently, and that was without even buying the green card for Turkey. So it would have been even more expensive than that.
Yeah, so you're looking into the thousands.
Couldn't justify paying that. So that was one thing, and then also our health insurance didn't cover Turkey, so we would have had to have changed that. Lottie's pet insurance didn't cover Turkey, so we would have had to have changed that.
We needed to get Lottie.
Yeah, Lottie, we were speaking to people who are in Turkey at the moment with their dog, and they told us that we would need to get a rabies titer test in order for her to be allowed. I don't think the problem's getting into Turkey because I don't think they're that strict. It's getting back into the EU after you've been to Turkey that's the problem.
And they might not even check. They said most people... You watch most people on YouTube, they never even check the dog paperwork.
Yeah.
It's just that what if.
It's the risk.
Yeah.
And that rabies titer test can take a few weeks to sort out. They have to take a blood sample, send it off to a lab. There's only certain labs that they can send them off to in Europe, and then you have to wait for the results to come back. And then in some cases, even if they've had a rabies vaccination, the titer test doesn't work, so then you have to send off for another one, and then it's another month of waiting. It was just... all these little things just put us off, and it probably didn't even need to, because, you know, what we've just said, they probably wouldn't have even checked. It was just the risk of it all that we were just a bit like, oh, I'm not sure. And it's a long way to go still, even from Romania.
Yeah,
it's a long way to travel.
Still another 18-hour drive or something.
So yeah, so basically we decided, for right now, we're not going to go to Turkey. Maybe in the future we'd love to go, because after looking into it and speaking to other people, it seems like just an amazing place to go. It does seem an amazing place.
So many good things to do there.
But yeah, not for us right now. Kind of thinking, well, where else should we go then? Because obviously we have to abide by the Schengen rules. So there's only certain countries that we can go to now that are not in the Schengen zone. And we think it's looking like it's going to be Croatia after here.
Yeah, so we have got a couple of countries in between here and Croatia, and I think we're just going to skip them.
Yeah, I think we're just going to drive through them. They're not countries that we're particularly interested in exploring too much, like Serbia. I think they're all, again, really nice countries to go to in your van. We've watched other van lifers on YouTube going there, but for us, just didn't seem anything too different to what we've already been doing here in Romania.
Yeah.
And we would rather spend more of our time in Croatia.
We feel like we just need something a bit different now. We've done the castles and the nice towns and nice villages and the mountains, and we just feel like we need some sea, really.
Yeah, just
I'm looking
to be
forward
somewhere
to seeing
different,
the sea again.
Get back by the sea. We've not seen that in ages.
Maybe a bit of sun would be nice.
Yeah.
And one thing is our internet isn't covered in Serbia, have no internet there, or we'd have to pay extra, and it was like £6-7 a day. So that was kind of the final tick where we just said, right, okay, let's just skip it.
So we use a lot of internet, obviously, making these YouTube videos, working and stuff in the van, so it's quite important for us to have internet. And yeah, our internet is covered in Croatia, so it was a bit of a no-brainer, really. So yeah, we've had sort of mixed things, like maybe this isn't the best time of year to go to Croatia because a lot of the campsites are closed. The weather can be a bit hit and miss, but also we've just been doing a bit of research and looking on YouTube at some other YouTubers that have been to Croatia at Christmas time. So we were just watching Camper Vibe, and it looked amazing. They had sunshine, they were out on the kayak, they looked like they were having the best time.
Yeah,
so
bright blue skies. So yeah, really looking forward to it now.
And fingers crossed, that's what we want a bit of now. We need a bit of a little bit more warmer weather, because it's starting the minuses here now in Romania.
Yeah.
Especially at night time, it is freezing now. So winter van life in Croatia it is for us. But first of all, we have to pass through Serbia and Bosnia. Join us in the next episode where we have one of the worst border crossings we've had in all of Europe and a few of the worst days we've had since we started van life. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.